In 1987, I was 12 years old, and I was a huge fan of Walter Röhrl. This is the legendary, famous race to the clouds. In less than 11 minutes up to the mountain, up to Pikes Peak. This race has been one of the very rare and game-changing moments in the history of a company, of Audi. The victory is the foundation that today's success is built on. Listen to Walter Röhrl. When he speaks about Pikes Peak, he almost gets tears in his eyes. 10 years later, I also got tears in my eyes, trying to accomplish what they have achieved. And I collected a lot of speeding tickets. Talking about speeding tickets, what do you think? Which situation is more likely to influence your behavior and prevent you from speeding? Being stopped by the police immediately, or getting sent a speed ticket home 4 weeks later? Of course, you know the answer. And you will all think about Pavlov's dog now, right? It's called conditioning. But there's one thing about conditioning. Operant conditioning takes place because of the temporary relation only, or, in short, immediate feedback. Immediate quality feedback is also the core principle of continuous integration. Sit down with your team, value stream, define what you need to improve, start your development. Implement your component, check in your source code, and run your tests. Every day, every night, race for race, again, again, and again. At enterprise level, continuous integration comes with an additional layer of complexity due to the huge application landscape and the system dependencies. We want to achieve a high test coverage. Testing at the very end will not allow us to lower the risk of defect in production. We want to reduce effort and costs. The later we start testing, the more people are involved, the more hardware and licenses are required, the more expensive testing is. We want to reduce time to market. If we rely on a test process of the very last century, we will not be able to speed up software delivery. To be successful in our continuous integration strategy, we need to include system of innovation and system of record. Typically, the first agile successful steps are executed in system of innovation, but it requires more than just a few modifications to map the findings to system of record. And once your number of agile team grows and you want to scale agile to the enterprise, don't let your team play bumper car. They need central guidance and central governance. 25 teraflops for test simulation. Do you think the Formula One would be so successful and innovative if they would wait for every component to be built, assemble the car, and crash it immediately the first round? So, why do we in IT still spend 10 times the value of a Formula One car in test environments? And don't build another wall. We just broke down the barriers between dev, test, and ops, and immediately start building new ones. The importance of agile shift-left test will significantly grow, but always coexist with end-to-end test. They need to collaborate, share the artifacts, and share the knowledge. Transforming test for DevOps. We are the hub of the agile downstream and enable continuous testing, continuous integration at an enterprise level. We provide test management, integrate and synchronize with ALM tools, provide exploratory testing for progressive early feedback, UI and AI API automation for more than 100 technologies, unattended distributed execution triggered via continuous integration server, service virtualization for comprehensive, complete test in agile teams, reducing the need of deploying any component to test environments, early performance feedback, reuse your artifact in end-to-end test, and monitor your results. Today is our Pikes Peak. Thank you.